Hey guys, it's Cal here from KR Sabers, and this is an overview video of our long-awaited Marrok saber kit. Designed and created here at KR Sabers with our senior engineer James, whom some of you already know as Jimmy Saberjunk. Despite this project taking longer than we'd hoped, we're really pleased to say that now the hilts have started to arrive and are being prepared to ship to all those who pre-ordered. For those of you unaware of this particular design, this is inspired by the lightsaber used by Marrok, a mysterious, force-sensitive humanoid warrior and mercenary who once served in the Inquisitorius of the Galactic Empire. His presence was somewhat short-lived in Ahsoka, the Disney Plus series released in 2023. Following the reveal of Marrok's lightsaber at San Diego Comic-Con, we were very excited to bring this particular lightsaber to life, especially since we had not tackled any type of Inquisitor hilt before. As usual, we had to knuckle down and focus on the details that we studied, some of which are worth highlighting in this video. Scaling, like several of our recent projects, was an important part of the process before we started the engineering. Strangely enough, the prop itself was not actually a perfect circle, which we would have deemed more of a prop master error than an intentional design. We have made our particular hilt kit symmetrical and wanted to avoid the odd circular shape that it appeared to be. Using the same display cabinets and methods for the other recent Ahsoka hilts we produced, we were able to scale the hilt accurately in partnership with Wanawanga, so much so that when creating a visual layover of our 3D model on the prop exhibit images, both the model and prop aligned rather nicely. The colour scheme was a heavily debated topic in our pre-production process. Clearly, to us at least, the hilt itself was not a true black colour. We came to this conclusion after studying how the surface of the Sabine Wren lightsaber body appears in the same cabinets, under the same lighting from the SDCC exhibit. When comparing, the Sabine Wren body appeared to be black. However, against the Marrok, it is clear that there is a colour shift to where the body itself is almost a deep blue or shadow grey perhaps. Therefore, we chose this colour palette, which I think is just stunning. The videos and photos just do not do it justice. Of course, we couldn't ignore the idea of incorporating a folding mechanism into the hilt that could be easily operated and adjusted. If these two screws here are just slightly released, it gives the user free control of the folding mechanism. There are also some conveniently located spring-loaded grub screws within the mechanism collars to ensure the correct positioning. Then, for securing it completely, either in an open or a closed state, the two screws here can just be tightened. Giving a true lock to the mechanism. Very easy and convenient. One of the more fun aspects of this build, and something that I feel most wouldn't have considered, is our sliding access system. We collectively decided that the three concave accents, or switches, present on the prop would be reserved for electronic purposes only, essentially being the dedicated activation and auxiliary switches should you wish to install electronics. However, for the large brass trigger seen on the prop, we decided to give this a mechanical function rather than electronic. As a result, this spring-loaded trigger is a release mechanism to slide this part of the body along the grip for easy access to your kill switch and recharge port. It also acts as a pretty fun fidget toy. Further to this, for access to the soundboard USB or micro SD card, simply remove these four screws to gain the additional travel required for access. This allows users to make any programming adjustments or sound font changes without the need of fully removing the chassis. A few of the other finer details include unique machined knurling instead of standardized knurling on the grip, separately machined ring inlays, emitter forks and grills to assist those who wish to weather the hilts, and precisely machined blade plugs capturing the features of the prop. For the overall hilt materials, the hilt has been machined primarily from aluminium, AL6061 specifically, with some of the finer details being made from brass. In terms of the FX functionality, we have created two chassis setups for these. One chassis supports a double soundboard and double speaker, whereas the other supports a single board and single speaker. Users can choose based on their requirements and budget. The hilt does allow for a fully removable chassis core, but only after disassembly. The disassembly process has several steps, which is why we encourage the sliding access system and a rechargeable battery solution. To clarify, this chassis supports a 21700 5000 mAh battery, so it can be used for a good amount of time before needing to be recharged. For a more detailed breakdown of the kit and general tips and tricks in terms of maintenance and assembly of the kit, please be sure to check out the video by Jimmy Saberjunk linked in the item description below. It is recommended that this is washed before unpacking your kit. Each kit comes partially assembled and wrapped in black tissue paper along with its additional parts and accessories, all of which are bagged up inside this beautiful box designed by Christian Cruz, inspired by Marrok's demise. I always recommend, as these have been carefully QC'd prior to shipping, once you receive your kit, open it on a clear flat surface and simply check that all the contents are present. If you have an issue, please let us know immediately and we can rectify it for you. Inside each kit you'll find your wrapped Marrok empty hilt kit, a set of 1" to 7/8" blade reducers, a set of emitter forks and grills, a set of brass sheet emitter inlays and body inlays, a set of large ring inlays, a set of small ring inlays, a 3M adhesive sheet for the inlays on the prop, a spare 3M sheet for the smaller inlays, and a set of Allen keys. Just as a side note related to the 3M sheet, I'd say, based on experience, to glue the smaller brass sheets into place, as the removal of the smaller 3M stickers can be quite tricky. I found that gluing in the brass inlays was far easier and quicker than using the stickers. For those of you wondering why there are several parts disassembled from the hilt, this is simply to support those who wish to weather their kits. These parts being disassembled allows for weathering artists or users to complete their weathering more easily than if they were already assembled to the hilt. We'll offer an assembly service if customers would prefer that we assembled their kits prior to dispatch. It will be for an additional fee, as it takes us around 30 to 40 minutes to complete per kit. We'll also give users the opportunity to purchase any electronic kits or chassis prior to shipping. An email will be sent to those who pre-ordered following the publication of this video. I'm pleased to say that we'll start to ship the pre-orders this month and wanted to make sure, in our usual fashion, that our overview video was live before we began. This is so all of our customers know what to expect when they receive their hilts. Each kit is offered in various options, either as empty hilts or with DIY install options limited to Eco Chassis due to the hilt's engineering. However, our Eco Chassis supports various soundboards including Profi, CFX, Golden Harvest and Verso. I do also want to mention that the hilts themselves do not come pre-installed with electronics and therefore will require installation by the end user. Alternatively, if you'd like to have your kit installed by us, just send us an email with your order number and we can help to arrange that. If you plan to install a chassis, as I have with my demo hilt here, to access the kill switch, simply press on the brass trigger and slide back. You can then slide the kill switch actuator, initiating power to the soundboard. This particular Eco Chassis build uses two Profi V3.9 soundboards, two Eco MPXL V4 PCB connectors, one 21700 5000 mAh 3.7 volt battery, stock Custom Works thin neck PCB connectors, and two 22mm bass speakers. Please note, the single board chassis uses a 28mm bass speaker. However, the hilt has been cleverly engineered with discrete sound venting, resulting in loud and crisp sound. For the sake of the demo video and the blades that I have with me now, I'll demonstrate the lightsaber using the 1" to 7/8" blade reducers. Once blades are inserted, the blade retention screws here and here can be tightened, securing the blade in place. Activation and auxiliary are the two top switches here for the first soundboard, and the third button is the second soundboard programmed as a single switch. Also has gesture control. One simple gesture to activate both sides. Without blades, This hilt kit is available now on the saberarmory.com with limited stock remaining. It's still not too late to secure one of these amazing kits. If any of you watching have any further questions or queries, please either leave us a comment below or contact us via the website. Thanks for all of your support and patience on this run. I hope to see many of you in the community starting or continuing your lightsaber journey with this beautiful kit. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.